So there's an article by Andrea Jason that says the advancement of technology connects to education because studies have shown that more than 2/3 of all academic instruction in the world offer online courses. Both private and public sectors approve that technological innovations will continue to have major effects on teaching approaches over the coming years. Because of its rapid growth, online classes will be essential in keeping up to date with modern times. Many career fields use technology and will have to also keep update. So anyone that's graduated and is in a career field like health or business, science definitely, even food, will have to keep up to date on the new devices and the new softwares that come out. So an online class would help them with this. This is backed up by Technology, E-Learning, and Distance Education by A.W. Bates, which states that the rapid growth of knowledge in areas such as health, technology, and management require people working in these areas to continue to study and learn just to keep up with the knowledge base of the job. Students also learn differently, therefore every student needs to try all of the options out there so they know what works best for them. Some students work best independently, like an online course would offer, and at their own pace, while others need the guidance and personal interaction that would come with a physical class. Not only the environment of the class is different, but the subject being taught also factors in. Learning a foreign language online could be quite difficult because you don't have the person that is teaching you there to help you, and it's easier to talk it out in person than to go through typing and just recording yourself. And there are so many aspects of the class that could change how a student does in the class, but the beauty of an online class is that all the possibilities that come with it. There are universities out there that teach completely online and have degrees or certificates that are worth just as well as one that you'd have to walk into the university. Considering enrolling in an online class will give a student a vast number of subjects to choose from also. And this would help because our school is very small, so we know that we can't hire that many teachers and we don't have the space for that. But if we offered them online classes, they could choose from a variety and then they could learn that way. At my old college in Highland, I had the option to take an online class that was offered through a different college, so our high school could adapt that and just use a college's class that's already been made by an instructor. I think this would give our students a lot of options, and they would still receive partial or full college credits along with that class if they take it through the college. My last point that I said was that schools could benefit from it too. In Jason's article from earlier, it touched base on how funding would be acquired through corporate help, and at a time when controlling and funding costs are key concerns like with our schools, corporate partners will be a vital piece in advancing the mission of academic institutions. And in her article it says that to attract a corporate partner, learning institutions will need to be required to demonstrate a commitment towards advanced technologies. Offering online and blended classes would definitely show this. We would also be offering our students a better education, which after all is why we are made. That's the sole purpose of a school, is to help our students for the real world. The only thing left that we would have to provide is a supervisor, which could be a teacher's assistant or even a volunteer that comes in, and they wouldn't have to know anything about the subject because the person that teaches the class should be corresponding with the students and have everything that a student needs on the course webpage. So the supervisor would just have to make sure that they're actually doing their work. And for the cost of the laptops, students could bring in their own laptops to work through, and the school could also use the computer lab and make sure that the students can come in whenever the computer lab is free, because you don't have like a specific teacher that needs to teach it, so all the teachers that are busy wouldn't matter because that'll be open for any student. To save even more money, the school could split the students among lower numbered classes that relate in some way to the online class that the student is taking, so the instructor of the class can keep an eye on them and offer assistance. So if a student is taking online history and there's not that many of them, you could put them in the back of a history classroom if you have space, and the history teacher could go and teach his class, and then he'll have history students in the back working hopefully on the assignments, and then if they do have any questions and the teacher is free, they can talk to that teacher. So that's like a little bonus there. For schools that don't have many resources such as the computers, the savings could go into buying said equipment and advancing the school's surroundings and what they have to offer their students. To make sure that the students in these online classes are given adequate time to work on the online homework, they have the free period that I mentioned earlier. It says in Bates' book that I mentioned earlier that under the right circumstances, open and distance learning systems have proved that they can provide quality education and training to large numbers at lower unit cost than conventional education systems. Okay, that is all of my